Vlogmas day. I'm not even gonna say the number. I'm just gonna, because I'm gonna forget, child. So, happy Vlogmas. Today is a rainy day. Oh my goodness, it's rainy and it's cold. But we're up, we're out, we're doing things. I have one rower today and I work later tonight. But first, before I even get to my rover appointment, I have got to get coffee. You know it, babes. You know it. My gosh, yeah. So I normally, when I get hot coffee, I usually drink it black. Because I don't really like too much stuff in the coffee. But I am gonna try my drink hot and see how it is. I don't know the science behind it or anything, but like for some reason the iced is less calories, and I like the iced. But I'm wondering why when it's hot it's more calories if it's the same ingredients and I'm still doing sugar free. I have to investigate. Where's Bill Nye? Bill Nye the science guy. Bill Nye the science guy. I know he'll know. Bill. So I'm gonna go there first and into my P.O. box. What else is going on? I finished You Weren't Meant to Be Human. I said I wasn't gonna talk about it, but I will say I, even knowing what was gonna happen at the end, I still was not prepared. That was a lot. And like I said, I don't know how to rate it, and I don't know if I can rate it in good conscience because, like I said, it's an uncomfortable situation, it's an uncomfortable topic, but who am I to say that that makes it bad? You know, like, it's a valid subject for a lot of people in their life. So because of that, and just because I can't relate, does that change it? But then on the book reader side, we don't necessarily have to read about the eggplant and the liquidy goodness. We don't always have to talk about it just because it's an adult novel. So there are just parts where I'm like, I'm not really sure. You know, we don't really have to talk about the humping and the humping against the wheel and all that just to fill the pages of an adult novel. So I'm not sure. So I just left it unrated. I did finish it. It's for a certain group. It's for certain people. And so it's like I could still recommend it, but you know, it just depends on the reader. We're gonna keep going, baby. We're gonna keep going. I'll just have to edit that out. Anyway, so yeah, I'm not sure. But I also finished The Whispering Dead, which is the first book in the Gravekeeper series by Darcy Coates. I gave it 3.75, 4 stars. It was entertaining. It was cozy. It kept me wondering, like, what is going to happen in the next books. And of course, I was wanting to, like, go right to the next book, but there's a hold for it. So, and somebody wanted, there was someone waiting for the first book. So I'm like, okay. So we're all kind of like, you know, in line. So I put that off. So now I'm going back to the books that I have been avoiding because I know they're gonna hurt. I know they're gonna hurt. So I am determined to get through at least, it's not even a long book, but it's gonna be a heavy book, is Yellow Wife. Yellow Wife is by Sadiqa Johnson. Let's talk about it. Let me face my fears, because I feel this will be a 5-star read. I might be jinxing myself, but it's just going to be one of those heavy, gut-wrenching reads. So, The Yellow Wife I might end up doing spoilers for the Yellow Wife because I feel like I'm gonna need to talk about it. But the Yellow Wife is about this young girl. Her name is Phoebe. Phoebe is the plantation owner's daughter, right? She is product of him sleeping. I mean, she goes with it because, you know, it protects her. So, I mean, you know, he's taking advantage of her. He's taking advantage of her mother. And he's been doing that for years, right? Because Phoebe will be 18 soon. Of course, his wife, the white wife, knows of this. And she kind of treats Phoebe a little funky every so often because, like, she knows, like, oh God, is that the line? You know, she knows, she can tell. She knows what her husband's been doing, right? And she knows that her husband favors her. So Phoebe has been promised freedom when she turns 18. However, we can already tell that that is not going to happen. Because there are certain circumstances that are going to come up, and we know that those type of people don't keep their promises. But I'm at the part where, so the plantation owner, he has gone to he went into town for something. He went on, you know, for work. He took Phoebe's mom, not his wife, he took Phoebe's mom with him. And they get into a carriage accident, like a wagon accident, and Phoebe's mom has already passed, right? I'm in like chapter 8 or 9 of this, I believe. So her mom has passed. Now, the plantation owner's wife has also been trying to get back kind of at her husband, and so she has been taking advantage of Essex. Essex is Phoebe's boo. Like, they want to be together, they want to get married, they want to run away together, everything. But now the plantation owner's wife is pregnant, and Phoebe's like, I'm pretty sure this is around the same time that she's been assaulting you, right? So now Essex has to run. Right? Essex has to run. So they can't have that promise right now of them being together because she needs to get him out in case this baby turns out to be, you know, evidence of it being of this baby being from him. So so she's dealing with that. She's dealing with trying to get Essex out. So she's losing the love of her life. And now her mother has passed from the accident. And the plantation owner, her father, is in another city with his accident, because of his accident, the accident as well, trying to either recuperate. Now, I don't know if he's going to pass. I could see him passing, and then the plantation owner, the wife, treating Phoebe like crap. But apparently, yeah, Phoebe's not going to get her freedom, and she's going to get stuck with someone, unfortunately. So it's a heavy read, but I told myself I want to get through as much as possible today because it's due in like 2 days. And like I said, I love this cover. Don't let this cover fool you. This has nothing to do with this. No, this cover's gorgeous, but it ain't got nothing to do with what you think. So it's unfortunate, but let me go in here to the post office, and then let me go get coffee. Okay, y'all, I am back. My dad is so funny, and he's so old school, but he loves to send me a token of love every month. And so he loves to send green paper through the postal service. And I'll just be like, Dad, be careful, because I've gotten like envelopes where it's been like ripped, right? And I'm like, if it's gone, it's gone. Like, I'm not even going to be surprised. But it was in there, thank the spirit, thank the universe. And so I had told him one time, I was like, you know, you can go back to just like writing like checks and stuff. And he was like, no, he's like, I don't want you to have to worry about cashing in. But he still did green paper this time. But I love you, Daddy. Thank you. Appreciate you. Love you so much. He's so funny. funny. But yeah, so there we go. So yeah, that's where we are with Yellow Wife. They were teasing me today because they were like, we got the drink order, but we weren't sure if it was you or not because it's hot. I'm like, I know, I don't usually like sweet hot coffee, but we're gonna see. Is that chocolate? No, it's latte. I'm gonna say I don't like mocha. But yeah. So like I said, get into Yellow Wife. I'm gonna power through, baby, power through. I completely forgot about Immortal Dark, so I guess that is enough on how I'm feeling about it, right? So we'll see. But yes, I am gonna go do my rover, and I'm heading to Jack in the Box because I love that Jack in the Box does breakfast all day. Have some hash browns when I'm done, and then I'm gonna go take a nap before it's time for me to work tonight, baby. Dublin. Dublin, say hi to everybody. Y'all, Dublin is so cute. She's like 5 months now, probably. Y'all, when you give her an inch, she gonna take that mile. Like, this is a retractable leash, and she still be trying to pull. And I'm like, you know what? Let me reel you back in. But just like a toddler, trying to see how far she can go. Okay, y'all, they about to know me at Jack in the Box too. I know I should make my own breakfast, but I don't want to. I think I talked about this before. But the guy was like, number 22, orange juice, extra hash brown. I'm like, ah! I'm like, hi, friend. Yes. And then the girl who's always there, she was like, see you later, or see you next time, or something. I'm like, bye, friend. But I finished my rover. I'm gonna go head home, eat, and just kind of mellow out. I might close my eyes for a little bit. I'm not super tired, but you know, I do have to. Do I have this afternoon? No, I don't think I do. Since I am working tonight, I might just close my eyes a little bit, even though I'm not sleepy now. But yeah, I think I want to like spoil. I think I want to talk about like Yellow Wife like in depth, because it's just kind of like I need to like talk my feelings through this because it's such a powerful subject, right? But the plantation owner's wife, now that Phoebe's mom has passed, like I said, she is the plantation owner's child. She is. And I don't want to turn because the light's out. He told her he promised the mother, her mother, that she would go to this school, she would have her freedom, you know. And so the mom is, you know, she did what she had to do to make sure her daughter was going to be safe, you know. And this plantation owner took advantage of that. And so with him being in the accident as well, and he cannot really speak for himself, he still has not come back. I don't know if he's going to live or if he's going to pass from the injuries, but her mother did. So now the plantation owner's wife, like I said, she's jealous of her, which is pretty much how they all are. And so she just is sending her away because the plantation owner wife knows that she had something to do with helping Essex get away, right? Essex is Phoebe's like boo. He was assaulted by the plantation owner's wife, and she's pregnant. Now, once this is how evil she is. She saw the baby and knew the baby was Essex, right? Because the baby had a little bit of a darker tone than her husband, and she unalived the mother, literally, after giving birth, unalived the baby. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. So she did that, and now these people are coming and they're going to take Phoebe away because she said that, I know you helped my best N-word get away. But the part I wanted to talk about was the part where she literally is having Phoebe go to like a escort house, and she's like, the plantation owner will not stand for this. And she's like, what he gonna do? Because he's not there right now, right? And Phoebe's like, I'm not gonna give her the satisfaction. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna beg. But baby, when I tell you the power of the tongue, which is something that I have to get better with because I should know how powerful my tongue is. The way Phoebe cursed her, she said, you ain't gonna never be happy. She said, this plantation is going to be a nightmare for you. It's going to be hell on earth. She's like, none of your kids will be successful. None of your kids will be prosperous. None of them will be healthy. All of them curse, the entire bloodline. Baby, the way the plantation owner's wife, her mouth, she didn't even know what to say, because she knows that's going to come true. She knows she'll never be happy. And that's why I'm like, I love my roots. I love my roots. I take it for granted, but I forget the power of the tongue. I forget the power of talking to the spirits. I forget the power of being one with nature and having that connection with ancestors. I take it for granted, and I need to get better. And I always like have these moments where I put myself down, and it never feels right in my spirit, but I do it because sometimes it's like, I'm tired of having expectations. But I forget that my ancestors like, no, we did too much for you to backtrack. We have gone through too much for you not to get out here and conquer this world. And so sometimes I have my moments where I'm just like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to do anything. But then I have to remember I'm my ancestors' biggest dream. And if I'm not doing anything else, I want to live in honor of my ancestors, and I want to, do right by them and everything that they've been through. Because, I mean, this stuff is just heavy, and it's so powerful. But, yeah, all she did was those words. And I know Phoebe's scared. And Phoebe's not, she's going to a jail, and she's going to be treated like some escort, like some disgusting male to take advantage of her when she's used to being in the home, and she's been protected by the plantation owner, because of course that's his daughter. And the plantation owner's daughter, no, the plantation owner, his sister, loved her before she died, right? Loved her. Phoebe was her favorite. So she always has had some form of protection. And now for that to be taken away, but she held her head high and she spoke those words. And those words don't stick. They don't stick with that woman. So yeah, I have to get better at my words, because I know how much power they have, right? And that's why I always try to speak life into like my friends and into the things that they're doing. And you really do have to watch what you say. Like, never say you're broke. Say you are in between at the moment, or it's coming, right? Your money's coming. Never really say, oh, I'm tired, I'm lazy. I'm in need of rest right now. My body needs to rest for the moment, because the universe doesn't know negative or positive. It just hears the affirmations. And it's like, okay, if that's what you want, then you get it, because that's what you're focusing on. But I just thought that was such a powerful piece. Like like I said, I know Phoebe is scared. Her mom just passed. She lost her man. Her father / the plantation owner's not there to protect her. And you've got this woman who's jealous. And this woman who is heartless. Like, couldn't even give the child to another person to take care of. That baby would have been loved, but she goes and she unalives it. So I'm just like, I'm gonna be in the mood today. I can't. I might need to find something else to laugh it out, because it's just such a heavy topic. So heavy. Okay, y'all. Car Chronicles with Casey. I promise I'm gonna have like some other footage of me out. I don't have like a good setup at home, and I feel like there's always some type of noise in my house, like with my roommate or Princess. So it's like I need to find I want to find like an additional setup, you know what I mean? But I'm probably gonna end this vlog here. I don't want to make them too long, and I will start up in the next one. I just made it to work, and it is raining cats and dogs. I'm doing an Orange County turn, and I should be back tonight, like close to midnight. Went and got another one, and like I said, it is raining. I've got all my work stuff. I am at the park with Phoebe. She has been taken to this holding jail, and she is getting ready to be auctioned off. And she's like, I've never been through this before. Like, how dare y'all? Who do you think you are? Right? Rightfully so. And so this man comes up and he's like, she's mine. So we're going to see how this goes, because of course in that quick moment of a weakness, it might be like, oh my God, like this good guy, you know what I'm saying? But it's all about a form of power. It's all a form of Phoebe being able to stay alive. She has no choice in this matter. And so yeah, it's just these, like I said, heavy topics, heavy. So I'm gonna end it here, and I will see you in the next vlog. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one.